this live, so I will not be able to chat with any of you. I have to focus on the read. Many of you are a little bit, you want to talk. I have to do this read. You feel free to join my free spread later. Free spread, remember, and you'll be able to chat as much as you like. This is the current updates for Scorpio. So I'm gonna a little bit with these cards. I managed to make that wonderful mistake to buy cards I already possess in my storage, which is very far away. All right, let's get on with it, Scorpio. So I thought, as Scorpios, you can handle a little bit spookiness. So we have a deck here called the Gothic Tarot. We also have spicy cards from Anne Stokes, which are just wonderful. And I don't know, maybe we are going to use the urban now, we will see. And we also have messages from Tarot de las Diosas. And so let's see what pops up for us. Okay, what is it that Scorpio needs to know? So first of all, I'm just going to cleanse the energies just a little bit. Okay, so it's going to smell like we're smoking weed all over the apartment, all over the house. So I think good things first. Namaste. Okay, so it's pretty fitting. Oh, dragon's blood. So what's more interesting than dragon's blood right now? Okay. All right, let's get started. Waste no more time. Just going to have a sip of delicious water. I think the fan in the ceiling's been off for at least 12 hours now or more. I should get reduced bill, like house bill kind of thingy. Okay, so we're going to have a look at love, we're going to have a look at money, we're going to have a look at whatever it is that you need to know, whatever pops up in the deck, and see what's going on. We're also going to have a look at your 12 houses. All right, Scorpio, so let's start it. We're going to begin with the card of Dioses. So wherever you have your Scorpio placement, could be relevant for you if you have some houses there. And if you have read any of the descriptions below, I'm not available to chat with. So how I am, all that kind of stuff, we are going to bring that up. If you want to know how I am in my life, we're going to bring that up in the free spreads later. And now it's all about how you are and what's going on with you. What do you know? Lovers. strangest little card ever. Maybe some of you are from different cultures. Maybe you will be able to recognize some of the goddesses which are hidden within the cards. I certainly do not know the name of 70, billions of goddesses or billions of goddesses out there. So show me what is it that Scorpio needs right now. We're going to have a look at the 12 houses. Show me what is it that Scorpio needs to know right now. Om Shri Vrim Shrim Shrim Lakshmi Raja Gajaha Mandira Tishta Shvaha. Okay. So Scorpio. This is not a good beginning at all, darling. This is not a good beginning. Someone has been murdered, basically, and Scorpio, someone's done you dirty. I know that for some time. Someone's did you dirty. By the way, when that's said, I do not do reads for first layer Scorpios. First layer Scorpios are basically non-initiates. Non-initiates, they do not, you could be an initiate in that sense that you do believe that there is something more to life than just my physical senses. Five physical senses, five senses, and the things we can touch. But when I talk about first layer of Scorpio, I'm talking about the stingers. So I do not do reads for those who go under the stinger stage alone. And when it comes to the snake, I know I have been there on all four levels. Four levels? Four. Yeah, I actually tried out the fourth levels also. I traveled across the universe as a phoenix. Been there, tried that. It was fun. I never want to go back, but someone's done you dirty, Scorpio. And the most disappointing part, thank you for all the likes, people. I find it very beautiful that you give me so many generous likes and you still got the nerve to ask a question without even bothering doing that part. Just going to put it out there. Well, Scorpio, someone's done you dirty. And the worst part is that for some of you, there are barely any support system around you. Whoever did you dirty, whoever thought that Scorpio is a bad guy, Scorpio is a terrible person, let's take Scorpio down because he or she deserves it. And because he or she deserves it, the goddess or the universe, Shiva, Shakti, they will not punish us for doing Scorpio dirty because Scorpio is a troll. Scorpio is a terrible person. Scorpio is pure evil. So why should we do, so why would the god or the goddesses or the universe have any problems whatsoever with us stealing from Scorpio, lying from Scorpio, and because Scorpio did this and this and this and that, the universe will have no problem with us taking down Scorpio, having fun and dance on their grave, piss on their grave, getting away with their treasures. Yeah? Scorpio will have no problem with that. So, did I say Scorpio having a problem with that? Of course, Scorpio have a problem with that. Now, the reason I say I read for different levels of Scorpio is because the first layer of Scorpio is the one that will take revenge. So we know that when it comes to the reptiles, they have no problem throwing each other a bus. First layer of Scorpios, and so goes for the snakes. The snakes are a little bit more aware that the snake is a little bit tactical. It's more tactical. It will know that if I do this, then this will happen. That means that snakes are capable of thinking consequence. First layer Scorpio will think, I can get away with this. Or they don't even think that it will have any consequence. And the third layer of Scorpio, there is a fourth, but the third layer of Scorpio, which is the eagle, will think that I can get away with it here in Earth life, probably, except karma sees everything. Yeah. The eye. The eye sees it all. You can't fool the eye. And the eye is everywhere. So this is one reason I say that there is no point reading for those layers who are, those Scorpios who are from the first and second layer. Because they will say, yeah, someone did me dirty and made them burn in hell and they deserve it. Because of this, because of this, because of this, because of this. In the end of the day, we don't know each other's full story. Okay, so that's just my first idea about that part. All right. So let's see, what else do we have for Scorpio here? 2 cards. All women. This is a very feminist kind of thing on here. So we have the sun goddess, also symbolized by a rooster. So when it comes to abundance and love, when it comes to physical abundance and love, if you look away, for those of you who look away, for those of you who are residing on the third layer of Scorpio, if you look away of the fact that there's always someone who's going to try and do you dirty here in this third layer. Space-time continuum. Now you can look away and let those people have fun with your leftovers and whatever shit they did to you. No one can accept that, because whatever shit you're pulling off towards other people, even if they are shit, you don't know the entirety of their story. Okay? You don't know that. So the second layer here, second house says that While some people manage to run away with your leftovers, and when many people are gazing upon them and saying, you know, Scorpio deserved that, and these people, whoever got away with your leftovers, whoever got away with whatever they did in your life, you know that there is a bigger picture to the story. There is a bigger picture to the story. And because of that, universe are providing you with abundance. And you know what? You might say, oh no, you're wrong, because yesterday I experienced so much that was going against me. And I can tell you as much that yesterday I was experiencing many things that was going against me. You know, taxi that never approached, low on the coins, having to do many things, and all the odds were against me. Yet I defied those odds, and as I was standing there waiting for that taxi, waiting, someone would just take the taxi, skip the queue. He felt entitled to that taxi because he was waiting for it, although he wasn't in line. I thought, you know, that fucker, he will get his karma too. Thank God we have karma. But that means we all have to obey to that law. Now, in that heat, in that sun, I was managing to think, well, while I'm standing here waiting, and I feel terrible, I do have managed to get 90% out of all the odds that was going against me. I have managed to solve 90% of them. There's only one left, and on top of this, I always manage to tell myself, you know, I could only have had one leg, standing here waiting for the taxi with one leg, or no legs at all, sitting there in a wheelchair. Thanks to the Lord, I feel fine. The sun is shining. I have all what I need. Needless to say, we got the wise dog cards yesterday, and in all, I had a good time. But I managed to pull and squeeze something positive out of the situation. I thought, you know, instead of standing here and whining about that the taxi is taking too long and the sun is shining too much, I'm gonna, you know, just sit down. I'm going to have a look at those new cards and just let my thoughts float. You know, less than a minute, there was a taxi there. And I also got angelic help. What do you know? So, no matter how terrible your situations seem, there will be one day where those whoever did you dirty and are now pimping themselves with your jewelry, the jewelry that you paid for, there will be one day where they will have to pay for that jewelry, because for whatever breath you take, you're going to give one breath back. So, fourth house, heartbreak. So here we have the infamous three Norse. They are creating the web of destiny, and some of your, you know, despite our abundance, despite that we have abundance coming in our way. And you know, today I'm proud to say I defeated one of my worst dragons. There was one defeat. The worst part is that as soon as we defeat one dragon, we want to reward ourselves by taking another is right, because I managed to defeat one dragon. I need to reward myself, and we do something that is twice as toxic to our soul, because we want to reward ourselves. Because I managed to defeat one dragon. That means game's over. No, it barely just begun. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that because you managed to see things from the bigger picture, Scorpio, the fact that people behave like this, it breaks your heart. It breaks your heart. Some of you are not even from here, you know. You could feel a connection to all the way up there. You know, I'm into that stuff, that stuff, that stuff, the Lyran stuff, the Pleiadian stuff, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. But many of you feel different. Many of you feel that you don't belong here. And many of you come here with an explicit sound and light frequency, which is above and beyond this world. And you come down here and people behave like pigs. And I'm not referring to your aunt or your uncle, or, you know, there are many people who are, you know, yesterday when I left in that city, I thought, you know, and the left at least was that my next challenge here is the fact that because of these issues with card, because it takes some time to transfer, you know, from a foreign account abroad to my Norwegian account, takes a couple of days. I was in this situation that, okay, I need fruit to keep myself dehydrated. How do I do that? You know, there is a little here from Afghanistan. Needless to say, I grew up with, those people. Mm. Small country, Norwegian, racism, prejudices, those people, you know. That guy who works there twice now, he said, Raven, pay me on Monday. Raven, you can pay me in a couple of days, no problem. Yeah, thanks to this guy, to this person or these people that I've had prejudices against, I can now live this weekend without worrying about getting skin infection, or, you know, this psoriasis kind of infection, thanks to that guy. Not only did he do that, but he offered me and said, Raven, do you want to borrow some money as well? I was like, no, I already feel I'm already down below there, you know, I'm already down there. And so, no, that's cool, you know, as long as I have my fruit. Literally, it is that hot hair, and I have to have 100% hydrate my skin. And so, despite that, there are too many people who are like this, who break your heart. Some of them, they don't mean to break your heart. They simply do not understand that your soul, your heart is crushed, and that you are on the brink. You're standing on the end of that mountain. You're standing on the end of that mountain and you want to jump. But the universe tells you, no, there is more to this story. I need to show you this before you jump. In the end of the story, I hope that let's jump together. But when it's time, let's jump together and hold your hand. And so, Scorpio, your heart might be broken, but when I'm Scorpio too. So when I left Torrevieja yesterday, and I came home to Montesinos, and I came out from that shop, you know, I got my way to where I needed to go, you know, thanks to certain angelic interferences. I had to hitchhike to Torrevieja. What do you know? An angel picks me up. I went to the shop. I couldn't pay for the cards because, like I said, it takes 2 days before overseas transaction comes. So, and because the Norwegian crown fell with 30%, there you go. I cannot live like a queen anymore. I can only live like a princess. Let's not pull it too far. And so we are old friends, so he said, no problem, maybe on Monday. Finally get that taxi, kind woman, and when I get out of the taxi, you know, maybe on Monday regarding the fruits. And not to mention that, a friend helped me out and said, you know, I'll transfer you some money on Norwegian VIPP S. So you can have some coin in case extra. And when I came home, when I was sitting in that taxi, when I came out from that guy from Afghanistan, I just call him Habibi. I don't remember those names. I just call him Habibi. And I thought, people are kind. There are so many people out there who are kind. So I managed to switch over to this resentment that that guy should carry towards these people. I don't know what he did to them, but the way, even though he's an atrocity, even though he's a pedophile and all the most ugly things you can think about, it is so ugly to murder someone and then stand there on the side of a corpse and laugh out loud. The card here implies ugliness within the human consciousness. And the worst part is that many humans out there, they say, oh, that's okay, because he and she, they are this and this evil. Well, darling, you just sunk to their level. Needless to say, Scorpio, you might look like you're okay with it, but like I said, the disappointment, the grief. Because some of you guys, like I said, you're not from here. You got angelic frequencies, you're earth guardians. You just, no, it's weird pictures, but you're just different. You're not wired that way. You don't understand how human entities can act. Well, pigs, that's an offensive to the pigs, because pigs are pretty kind, actually. They are like dogs. Reptiles, however, I love reptiles, but they have no problem throwing each other on the bus. And this is this kind of people that many of you Scorpios are dealing with right now. People who have no problem throwing each other under the bus, including you. Because you, Scorpio, you stand out. You, Scorpio, you don't bend down. You, Scorpio, you don't kneel to anyone. You, Scorpio, you are not begging for mercy. You, Scorpio, have pride. Rainbow or no rainbow, you have pride. You, Scorpio, you have something called moral and ethics. And that's for those of you I'm reading for now, the eagles, those who have wings, those who say, okay, you want to steal my camera? You want to accuse me of doing things that never took place because you feel you have the right to, because, oh, it's obvious. Is it obvious? Was it the camera there that saw you? That so, you know, film me putting your stuff in that bag. In that case, maybe there is another story attached to that which you are not aware. Scorpio, you're showing up in 5th house of the Queen of Wands here. It's time to go out there and have fun. Queen of Wands. Many Scorpios are King and Queen of Wands because, believe it or not, but we are ruled by fire. We are a water sign, but we are ruled by fire. I'm ruled by fire, you're ruled by fire. I also have 5th house, which is my strongest house. So yeah, ruled by fire. This is one of the complexities about being a Scorpio, because Scorpio, especially Scorpio, you do get a lot of it because you're fire, but you don't always mean well. I have no problem talking, but do have a vibe to you, and that's not only Mars, that's Plutonian energy. What is that? Well, we do not, you do know what we do with the plutonium, don't you? Well, it says boom, you're explosive. So the fact that people dare step on your toes, well, that's a lack of acknowledgement. Today, if you study astrology and tell people that you're an astrologer, you know, do you believe in astrology? And like what she said so beautifully, it's not about believing in astrology. I know how to read astrology, just like you know how to read the Latin letters, whatever letters you read. For me, I have no clue. All I know is that I know how to read most of it. Scorpio, it says that have fun. Queen of Wands. I don't know all the name of the goddesses in this card. It's the goddess card. 6th house. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Some of the cards seem to be double, but this is actually Lakshmi. This is Lakshmi. So the goddess Lakshmi, that is, here she's showing up all in red, but I recognize her with the elephants on the side here. So Lakshmi, this is where we get the word luxury. So when you see me do the check, when I sometimes lay out the card, I say Om Shrim Rim Shrim Lakshmi Rajagacha Hamam Ra. I'm not going to bore you with the long version, but the reason we have Sanskrit is because words like Om Shrim Rim Klim Shrim Rim Klim, they mimic sounds of the coins you throw in a pouch. So the real language is actually based on the sound frequency that you want to obtain. So if you go against that sound, if you use sounds, you know, when you tell someone to F off, you're actually cursing them. You're throwing vibrations out into other worlds and dimensions that have a negative impact. And literally we do know that words can make people commit self-delete. Got their own self-delete button, and that's not cool, you know. So we do speak, well, many people don't know that, but the English is actually cursed language. It's a dead man language. Someone said Latin is very much alive. Well, it's alive in that sense that we still use it when we are throwing stuff, but it's called the dead man language. Norwegian or English, which is 60% of Latin, because we summon people to the court. We're working under Saturnalian laws, the law of land. You know, we don't say strong in the end. We say, hey, it's weekend. Wake up, it's weekend. Wake. That's something we have when we are, you know, showing our respect to people who are dead. We summon you to the court. Things written in a caps lock, that's dead, you know, death. So yes, this world is based on a death cult. So when we're talking about Lakshmi, when you do, the reason I do the long version of Om Shri Rim Klim Shri, I should do it less eager, you know, Om Shri Rim Klim Shri. That one of the secrets behind mantras is that there are a lot of rhythms to it. So the thing with mantras is that vowels, they open up a portal and create, just like I-N, I-A, I-O, I-A, I-I is actually a portal, just like Kali is a mouth. So they create a portal. So when you say you are actually letting spirit through, letting something through. But when you use the rhythm M, N, T, you are you are crystallizing words, crystallizing the construct into this world. So many are aware of it, but it's not Lakshmi, it's Lakshmi without any kind of vowel attached to it at all. There's no vowel, it's Lakshmi. There are many words like that. I'd love to teach you another day, but it's Lakshmi. This is where we get luxury, but however, you don't need the U in order to create luxury. So what kind of corruption that has to do with, I have no absolutely clue, but all you need to understand when it comes to many of the mantras is that you do not need to use the vowels at all. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So 6 months for you, Scorpio, is looking beautiful, it's looking good. The full lotus is here, and the elephant also symbolizes abundance, just like turtles, Pisces, especially kois or golden Pisces, fish symbolizes abundance. So it's also how you structurize your apartment, how things look like around you will also help you in creating more abundance into your life. So let's have a look at your love life and see what's going on there. Well, it doesn't look like you feel incredible about who you are. It doesn't feel like you nine of cups in reverse. So there are some, I get that some of the struggles that you have could have something to do with the water. So again, back to June and the water of life. I'll take your water. Killing you in June is like, I'll have your water, I'll take your water, you know. So what I get here is that some of your water is toxic. As a Scorpio myself, I verify, yes, it is. Some of you are actually looking for true love, and you think that true love is something that outside of you, so you want me to solve many of your love questions, and you're going to come back later on my free spreads today and ask me a lot of questions which has to do with love. And only to become very disappointed because love is not out there. It is, but that's not how you find it. 8th house, Artemis. What do you know? I just thought about her today and yesterday. Artemis, and what do you know? She shows up. Thinking about it, it will come. So Artemis, she is also known to be, you know, the, I guess this is where we get the word archer from, I suppose. I don't know. It's some familiarities there. She shows up as a knight of swords. She's pretty accurate with her bow. However, the dark night of the soul right now, Scorpio, is you need to keep your eyes on the ball. I told you that a few times before. You need to keep your eyes on the ball. All right. So this is not a sharp shot. This is a slingshot with the bow. It's well, you know, I think the neighbor have been captured by alien beings, grays from Setaradicli. Anyway, let's. Okay, so here we have her again. So for me, I thought first like, okay, Shiva Shakti. No, it's not. It's a combination between could be, but the shadow self and the you. Our goddess in my mythology or from my country, Hela, of her face is rot, black. Some say it's black, some say it's just rot. Last month, do refers this is that she's half dead. Hela, where we get the word hell from. It simply refers to the heel because the body is your temple, just like heaven is your head. So the entire thing about temple is that your body is your temple. Now, what does that has to do with Queen of Sword? Well, the Queen of Sword, she is in a state where she's always capable of staying neutral, no matter what. No matter what, she's capable of standing. She doesn't label things as good. She doesn't label things at all. She's like a watcher, like watching, observing. Some of you are watchers out there. Watch out. Because what I know so far, that there are a lot of sleeping agents out there. And one of the reasons you don't remember who you are and you let the fuck, excuse my French, you know, I almost ripped my own wig off because I can't remember who I am. I can resonate, I can feel, I know about Astariel, blah 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 blah. Why can I not remember my starship? Because I know I have one and I'm a star pilot. I know. Still, it's completely blank. And then time now, recently, more and more people are starting to download things from the Akashic archive. What the fuck? Yeah, you do. And then I realized if you are a sleeping agent and if you're here to take down the predator class, let's say that's one of your missions. That's one of your missions, okay? If these people have technology where they can basically pick up upon what you're thinking, like this, like what we're talking about now, how will it serve us if you know exactly the tactic? If you remember what your mission here as a sleeping agent is. Yes, the world is far more crazy than many of you can imagine. And I wish I could be one of those tarot readers that could solve your issues with the bugs you have inside your wall and with you know the creditors and all these things. But this is not why we are here. And the time is over for that kind of problems. Yeah, I might get a house in the future, but it seems like time's up. Time's up. And it's going faster and faster. And I realized that I might not be a sleeper agent, but I might be a sleeping agent, and so might you be. And the thing is, it's time for you to pick a side. Now, she doesn't pick sides. She sees the value in what 0 equals 2. She understands that. She also understands that we do not label things as good or bad. However, she's a watcher. She's an observer. And so to stay neutral within your emotional spectrum, you know, that's a gift, you know. And to stay positive, as in constructive, when it comes to, you want to stay on the constructive side. You don't have to call it good. You don't call it with any kind of labels at all. Because there is a reason we call it the language of light. Because the moment you try to translate those words into English, they crystallize and therefore they are corrupt. Because now they are third density. So she is above that, and she's a traveler, and she's got now access to the Akashic record. She is an air sign. She does belong to to the airheads. We're airheads. So does it resonate with you that you could be a sleeping agent? Because could that be, because some people, they remember, we have guys like Matthias Di Stefano, and we have other people also. We've got more and more people now coming forward and saying, you know, I remember who I used to be. And I know now that there is no past life or future life. We all live the life simultaneously. And so we don't really have to come back here. That's a choice. That's a soul trap. And unless I'm aware of it, what can you do about it? So the point here is that if you are a sleeping agent, you will be villainized, because if you are being worshipped as something good, if people look up to you and say, oh, that woman, she's a girl, she's so good, you're going to have a lot of eyes on you. Now, if you are being portrayed as the villain, as someone who are incompetent or have less value, then you being a sleeping agent, you've done your job. And what is your job? Well, simply just to be here and keep up the frequencies. And the final and job that you are going to do, well, if you've heard about the ley lines, well, think about the floral light, that we do need more than one battery down here when shit hits the fan. And one of those batteries are you. Some of them are you. Depends. Does it resonate with you or not? Maybe there is another mission for you to be here. Maybe there are completely other reasons. Some souls, they enjoy being here. They love being here. Okay? So, and no one's going to judge you if you want to go back into reincarnation cycle and say, hello, I want to have another round. However, it's needed, because the thing is, someone says, I want to go down here and save everyone until there is no one left. Well, the thing is that that's going to take an eternity, quite literally, because there is always one space-time continuum where everyone are going to need you, or someone's going to need you. And sometimes it could be better for you to be on the high frequency spectrum. You could be of more help that way. You don't know. Now, let's check your career. That didn't go too well, did it? There is something here that you're thinking of. Should I leave this? This is Eight of Cups, clearly, and some of you had enough. You had enough of whatever career that you were aiming towards. Personally, I've been aiming towards tarot cards for 5 years now. I just love doing those reads, and I just love you up with babble. Personally, for me as a Scorpio, it resonates very well. I've thought many times, maybe I should just drop it. If you put in tarot on YouTube, what are you gonna find? Yeah. So, in a sense, you might as well be very, very lucky, or you could piss towards the wind. However, there are many ways to do things. Now, my way have one expiration date. I'm not going to tell you when, but I'm going to give it some more time. I don't know about you, but I'm going to give some more time. Now, some would say that, have you tried everything? And have you tried this direction and that direction and this? And yesterday, I was this close on just putting my ass down in the streets and just pull out some carts and see what happened. I was this close. Now I do see someone here leaving your profession behind and saying, you know, this is not for me. This is not my soul's yearning, my soul's. Now, someone here aren't nice. They are taking the fleet, throwing the woman and the cups. Like we said, it's easy. What a jerk, right? But we don't know his story and we don't know who he is. You know? So, Don Miguel Ruiz, I love his rules. It's not a rule, but Don Miguel Ruiz says, do not take anything personal. And do not judge a book by, basically that's what he says, that just because things seem like that doesn't mean it is like this. So you see a situation. We like to tell people don't judge a book by its cover, but we do it again and again and again all the time. Many of the things I teach, I'm equally guilty of the bullshit I teach. So the best guru you can have is you. Not someone outside of you. They can guide you with things that resonate. But in the long run, it can also pull you towards the dark cave, and it can also lead you into a direction of chaos. And that's when the only guru you want to listen to is your own breathing. The stillness within you cannot lie. The voices in your head, yeah, because they're usually an echo of how you are conditioned from 0 to 7 and so forth. Traumatizing, trauma bonding. Do this, do that. Don't think like this. Be ashamed. You should be ashamed for being you. Please don't be ashamed for being you. Operate on the highest frequency possible. Follow your highest passion possible. I do follow Don Miguel Ruiz, and I do follow the teachings of Darilanka Akapasha. Now, this trail here in this life, it goes pretty deep. And although you're smiling and things are going in your way because you're being just what we call a good person, in that sense you're being very agreeable, but you're also being the Queen of Swords here. I do see that the heartbreak you have, and you don't feel that all amazing, Scorpio. However, you're doing good. You are a warrior. You are the Queen of Swords, man or a woman. And you're also going to do pretty well. When you got in regards to your career, someone are basically ditching you, or you're ditching someone. You realize that you two together, or you and someone together, is not doing you any good. And I believe someone could have betrayed you, because it's followed up by 10 of Swords, and that's in reversed. They want that ring, that special ring that you have. In there, under the water symbolizing emotions, and when it's in reversed, it's difficult for you still to understand how cruel humans can be. How cruel can you be? You don't understand it because you're not constructed that way. We're going to pull a last card, and then I'm going to do a Celtic cross on you before we are going over to the free spreads. So, deep inside of you, we have Bast. What do you know? So, for those of you who don't know, yes, thank God, they shouldn't cover up people's breasts, but thank you, whoever it is. I don't have to cover them up for you for the sake of YouTube, but we do have the Queen Bast here. So, what is Bast? Well, she symbolizes fertility. She's a kitty cat. We all should have a kitty cat. We all should take care of a kitty cat. So today, thanks to one of you out there, I managed to get the dog cards, and because we previously have been channeling kitty cats. Now, when that's said, she's coming up in reverse. So she's not showing up as a queen, but she's the goddess. She is the goddess. But this is the little kitten, this is the little kitty cat in you, okay? So you need to be careful, guys. You need to be careful because your independence here is at stake. There is a snake in that basket. Whatever you're up to now, there is someone out there who enjoys to see you fall. And they are watching your every move. I don't need a page of swords to see this. The cards speak for itself. And they are trying to interrupt your higher, whatever it is there, your higher call. They are trying to interrupt that. A secret will come out. A secret will shows itself. Straight moon card. Not even sure it is a moon card, but looks like a moon card. However, it's anyway. Do we have something wonderful coming up? Well, after all the stigma, after all the shit fest, you are going to. There is something for you that you want to celebrate. There is, however, this. I don't know why I get this feeling. It's something about the rabbit hole here. Someone went down all the rabbit hole and they regret it going too far. Some of you are separated between each other. This is something at unease. But we also have some good news here. First of all here, through your own strength, you're going to find your way back to your true divinity with the High Priestess here. So, awesome cards. I absolutely love them. Thank you to well, I'm going to thank you guys. I'm going to thank you guys for this one. So we're going to continue with a simple Celtic spread before we move on to the free spreads. Skål för fan! All right. So these cards, I never had them. I've seen them for years. And we also do have someone I already have. They are either in India or they are in my locker. So anyway, when shit happens, looks like we have to have it. Anyway, cards like this, they get very fast. You know, all record and all that's going to get bumpy. You drive a car often, it's going to get bumpy. The ride is going to get bumpy. If you wear your clothes too often, they're going to be wear. So having a double set of these kind of cards, it's not too bad. So thank you guys. I love you so much for the gift. Right now, it seems to me that a deck of cards is what keeps me alive and happy. So I love you guys for that. So let's pull a Celtic cross with dragons. Yeah. Game of Thrones, House of Dragons, them all here. And my gosh, you guys are so late. I've been into dragons since I was a baby. And now, of course, now it's a fashion. So I have to find something new to obsess over. So what's up with dragons? What's up with Scorpio? What is it that Scorpio need to know right now? Sam Samaro pulling up the crosshair. Show me so we can see. So, for once, so right now, very quiet, isn't it? Very quiet. Nothing to celebrate, nothing to do. Yeah, well, I feel can't exactly say that. I live in a place, you know, if I want to go out and have fun, I have to join people who are twice my age. Yeah, almost twice my age. Drinking alcohol, talking about hip replacements. I'm sure it's an interesting subject if that was your case. And people scratch their head when I say I'm out of here. So what do we have? That's Scorpio. That's the brilliant news. Good thing. We what was that song on the bright side? Queen of Coins, reversed. For once, reversed. Someone here going through a separation. Please. 8 of Cups, reversed. Ouch. Oh, it's all bloody and Bram Stokes, isn't it? And Bram Stoker, whatever. The Chariot, okay. So, Scorpio, it's time for you to move on, it seems. Time for you to move on. I don't know what you got yourself into, but this is not a celebration. This is not fun. Do you see me laughing? I'm not laughing. I got Sun and Moon in Scorpio and your anus combined with Rahu. So no, this is not funny. I know we have a situation. What the fuck? Okay. Looks like we were in for a treat. So whenever you see this, it is timeless. I thought maybe I should give you this you know, ask you a question. Should I do some timeless? Should I do some specific time reads? For now, whenever you see this, is for you. Okay, see what is dragging up. It's so hot here. I'm gonna melt. God, I miss sexy naked men. Kidding, of course. Just kidding. Okay. Eight of Wands. What do you know? Reversed. No one wants to talk with Scorpio. Yeah, I get that. I mean, what do you say, Max? We tend to be a little bit sarcastic. I don't know. No one wants to talk with Scorpio. I feel offended. I'm offended. Are you not offended? Yes. And no one is out there except yeah, I'm sitting here on my ass doing free cards. That's life. I love my life. Yes, it's beautiful. We get up there. Just wasted 500 euros on a trip to Denmark in backwards. Oh, what do you know? Oh, that's quite beautiful actually. A unicorn part in our past. Oh, how full. We had a wonderful past. We have a wonderful past, guys. With the moon. Nothing to do with wonderful. It's more like, oh, we had a secret past. Who doesn't? Oh, forget the window is open. Oh, what do you know? That's cryptic. King of coins. Recently, there was a king in our life, and he had it all figured out with the coin and everything. So, did we waste those coins? Some of us did. Some of us did. Crowning energy here, the Hermit in rest. Over isolation. Too much of me, too much of me, too much of me, too much of me, too much of me. Fuck the world, too much of me, too much of me. Yeah, that sounds erratic. Is that a word? Possible outcome here, Scorpio. Yeah, my Celtic crosses are famous for being rococo. Literally meaning rococo, literally meaning there's that word again. Pearl that is untampered with, the raw pearl before you do all that stuff. It's barbaric, just like Gothic, it's barbaric, it's not purified with some, it's like raw sugar, brown sugar. Oh, how sexy, brown sugar. Okay, move on. Oh, what do you know? King of Wands in the outcome. So, unless you're dealing with a sexy fire sign and you're a girl, well, King of Wands is coming. And he owns the party. Fire energy, fixed energy. We've been butt-fucked for saying cryptic words like, oh, it's not cardinal energy. They're cardinal in that sense that they do lead, they do take the lead because it's a king. So in many ways, Scorpios are very often as King of Wands. What's coming up like this, and he's coming towards you, and he's going to blast your hairy ass off. So wherever you keep that wig, it's better not, you know, it better be all natural, because that fire is going to blast. It's going to blast. It's going to. Beautiful cards, by the way. It's the first time I am taking their virginity. I love them. Let's see. I can see a little bit more. Oh my god. Okay, so let's continue. Outside. Oh, it's so hot. I'm going nuts. I left. I left Chiang Mai this year in panic because it was too hot. And here I am in Spain. Yeah, anyway. Oh wow, that's beautiful, guys. This is fucking worth the investment. What do you think, guys? Outside influences the moon. However, it is in reversed. So what the hell, the moon twice? Oh, it's the sun. Fuck me sideways. It's the sun. So we have the sun and the moon. Beautiful, huh? Unicorn farts. Beautiful. So we have the moon in the past. Secrets. Scorpio. Secrets. What's that? I've never heard about that. Scorpio and secrets. What are you talking about? Well, we do have hidden smelly socks somewhere. Now, the sun here in the outside influences, I can't even remember if it's upstairs or downstairs. Who gives a shit, right? The sun is influencing us. Okay, that's good. Wasn't there something about the sun was very flamboyant now these days? Okay, so where are we now? What stage? Oh, that's great. Okay, that's cute. Oh wow, that's very cute. Scorpio. What do you know? So Scorpio. This is you. This is the Empress. However, you're not handling this. You're not handling this too well. For the situation you're in, I'm keeping up the face and smiling like this. Because, you know, have you ever heard about MK Ultra? Personality syndrome and all this. Well, I'm quite aware of all my personalities except 502 of them. But in general, I'm quite aware of most of them. And although I sit here and tell you there is a situation here which is pretty fucked and screwed up, I can still say that for those feminines out there, Scorpio, you don't feel like your boobs are pointing in the right directions. They're not pointing at north and up like they should be. Or maybe your ass is sagging when it comes to the physical part. Maybe you don't feel like you smell too good and you could need a hair. I know my hair is yellow. Who gives a shit? It's not my color we are talking about here. Have a darling. However, sunshine, if you do read, if you do check my channel, I have an entire video I just uploaded about free spreads. Now back to that part. Only got carried away here. So okay, so the Empress, she's showing up reversed. Okay. Sometimes when Venus is very, very shallow, she will feel insecure with her looks. Now, I grew up being told that indirectly you need to have brown eyes are prettier than blue eyes. And you need to have long black lashes. No one really talked about the hair color, except if you were ginger, you're pretty much even more fucked than I was. Today, everyone are jealous. They want ginger hair, including me. And when I was young, as long as you went morbidly obese, being whatever I was, naturally slim, that was fine. And I never had any conscious about whether or not my hair should be long, or how, in what direction my nose should point, or when I was 15, someone commented about my teeth, and he said like, oh my god, I've never seen such white teeth in my entire life. And I would be like, I wouldn't take that compliment, because I would look at him and say like, yeah, but you got like those, I mean, everyone can get nice teeth if you pay them for it, but you can't get like these nice big brown eyes with long lashes. If even in Norway someone would compliment on my blue eyes, I was like, but everyone's got like blue eyes. No. So being insecure, that physical part of it, you can be a slave to that. I mean, I would love to have those extra coins each month that could give me that manicure, pedicure, false lashes, go to the hairdresser and own up to my age. No, I can't own up to my age at all. I'd love to pay someone to, like a Hollywood star. So, have you seen Demi Moore? She won, and I'm jealous at how she look, in the end, it comes to something inside of you. And so do I need to go down that road? Oh, it's all on the inside. Yeah, well, in the end, it is, in fact. You meet Barbie dolls, with you look in Hollywood, their lips are so swollen that you're like, are you okay? And boobs looks like balloons, I'm afraid don't go too close, because one of my rings are kind of pointy. I've got an elk on them, and they pop in your face. And they kind of all like the same. And basically it looks like they all from the same factory. But then there's this inner security, or inner self-confidence. Where is that? Where is it? Oh. I admit, I woke up this week. I haven't been here on this channel, and that's rare. Truth be told, provide me with free cards, I want to be here. It's not, but it's that time when you really look back and you're like, oh, I never became that astronaut. I never became a famous author. As a mom, I'm rejected. I suck. Yeah, all that. Yeah, we feel sorry for ourselves, but it's that sensation of being not just disappointed in people, but in yourself. That's the worst. Like, people are like this and that. They stab me in the back. They have a grave. They have a party on your skull. They drink blood from your skull. They have fun. While you suffer, the more you suffer, the more fun they have. Reptilian consciousness, or Basin 666 consciousness, cerebellum. I have fun when you suffer. I take pleasure when you suffer. This is a lot of energies that we see today, and people are falling into riots, and they just a lie by taking side, by crystallizing the very energy that is coming down, by purchasing by not just, it's not about purchasing a lie, it's the lie is for free. It's all about split and divide. Of course, I have my own views, my own fear, but I'm not going to focus on it. I'm not going to watch the news. I'm not going to make things worse as they am, because in the end of the day, eternal. So although this one is showing up like this, I'm going to give you a break and say, you know, in the end of the day, you are the Empress, Scorpio. And that goes for the guys. If you're also Empress, Emperor, it doesn't matter. You're going to have, look, baby dragon, you're going to have a new beginning soon. Everything is going to start all over again. And it doesn't sound too good, but I do see you move away from something or someone who are very, very toxic to you. You're going to show them their finger, going to tell them who's the boss of this. So for outcomes, I hope you sign up for the feeds on my video below this video if you want to have the same on the top there. Okay, anyway. Oh, beautiful people, please learn to read the caption before you. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to a wall. But if you can read, if you can write, read the caption. Appreciate that you care a lot for my well-being. But if you really cared for my well-being, read the caption. And thank you for coming in and asking me a ton of questions and give me a shit for. Also, I will prioritize those who are active on my channel, not just on the free spreads. If I see you active on my channel when I do other reads, you will be prioritized above those who are only here for the free spreads. That's how we do it. Simple. Because there are messages that are relevant, or answers that are relevant for you. Because it is an exchange of energy. So on this channel, video channel, just saying. Outcome for my beautiful stingers, for possible outcomes. We have dragons again. Knight of Swords, so that's pretty much the same as Artemis there, goddess. Basically for me, this is like the strength card here. Some of you out there are dragons. Where do you think the guy got his inspiration from in the first place? Where do you think we guys come from? I'm not saying we literally come from badass flying dragons, but have a look at the bloodline. Have a look at Anima Elish and the King's List from the Mesopotamian King's List. Now, Scorpio, Knave of Cups. What are you hiding for? It's in reversed. Why are you hiding? Someone give you a scare? Thank you, David. There is a caption. Should be a caption. Isn't there a caption? Thank you, David. Love you. I'm going to do this as an exception. We're on with the free spread soon. Already I don't know if I uploaded the read, but I already done one read, and there are going to be more of them. They are adorable. Okay, so Queen of Cups. You did see them? Yeah, and I only pull out a few cards because I want to save a little bit on the goodies, if you feel me. So they are adorable. The artwork is beautiful, and like, thank you again so much. So talking about dogs, we even have dogs here in the end of the Scorpio reads. My favorite style. Like, yeah. That didn't sound good. So we have the Queen of Cups, love, motherhood. There is a child here hiding. Someone young, someone hiding. Some of you could have issues with the connection to a child here. And what do you know? A little bit of drama, 5 of Wands. It's coming in. And are we going to claim that, guys? I want dog too, Max. I actually have 2 dogs. One that we have dogs. One belongs to the channel, and the other dog, I don't know how to get around Kerala. Okay, so we have Judge coming in, and it's a higher calling, and some of you are going to turn your deaf ear away from that. So needless to say, Scorpio, there are tough times ahead. The best news I can give to you as of now is that we're going to have a new beginning. So that I'm just going to draw one oracle card. They are in Spanish, so most of them are okay. I never actually use the book that belonged to them, but I'm going today use it today because they do actually have a meaning to them, which is more than I was thinking or used to think, whatever. So we have the Sylphide. Sylphide is an elemental, actually. It's an elemental. So I'll see the Sylphide. Oh, well, you know, opening straight up. So I'm to read this in Spanish. So just kidding. So this is a spirit associated with the air. Oh my God, my Spanish is brilliant. And the heavens. So it's also the mother of the winter, and it's guardians, knowledge, and it's also it's also a guardian towards certain type of enemies when necessary. And it also represent familiarities and evolution, intellectual evolution. Beautiful. So when she pops up, she is here to tell the truth, basically. She's a truth sayer. So whatever question you have, I think I need to translate that. But anyway, she speaks the truth. So we could put cards on the side regarding what is the truth, but she speaks the truth. If you have a question, do someone speak the truth? If we pull her, she says yeah, if she's upright. So when it comes to the mind, she represents travels. I'm not going to go into, if it's inversed, is ignorance and falsehood. Okay, lies basically and deception. For okay, I don't know the corpse, the cuerpo, the corpse. For the soul, it's calming you basically. It's calming you, and when it's in reversed, it is so basically we got it upright. Okay, we got it upright. So for the soul, it is if it's inverse, it's chaos basically. Beautiful. So the spiritus. So now we learned a little bit about the cards as well. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna take a break, and then we are moving over to the free spreads. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully one day I will be able to upload videos, not necessarily live, and still get a few views, because I feel that my messages are very important. Okay guys, you have a new beginning. Love you so much. Catch you on the flip side.